Response. I think one of the things that we owe to each other in this country is the respect of professionals. We're talking about the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, and we're talking about an Inspector General who is a career police officer. This possibly is his third day in office. So when my colleague uses some terms to discredit them, yet his own security is dependent on them, you know, it's a conundrum. But this is what we are saying, Zainab. Unfortunately, the crime in Nairobi is organized in response to averting justice for what the police reforms must have. Those police reforms must happen. Doesn't matter what you do. And unfortunately, it's a disgrace that the target is innocent Kenyans. And I have said, as of today, that has ended because the intelligence has been mined and we have all officers required in place. On the obligation that we have to DRC, we are now in two theaters. We're in Somalia and we're in DRC at the end of the day. We have a regional obligation to make sure.
All right.
You remember the majority of what we have internally, the recruitment of the internal belligerents that bring a rise to the discomfort in our nation are recruited in our neighboring nations. So if we don't ensure that we have the least issues on security regionally, then we are going to be an island that is surrounded by fire and we have all these issues coming in. So we have an obligation to respond regionally on ensuring that the region is comfortable and the region thrives. Also, please remember that we have moral, and also, you know, DRC is one of the biggest markets that we have in the country today.
All right.
You understand? So what we are saying is that today, we are suffering because Russia and Ukraine is fighting. Is it our interest for that war to end? Yes. You understand? Do you have the capacity to send troops there? No. But do you have the capacity to send troops in DRC? Yes. What I'm saying, and I'm going to ask my brother, even if you're representing your clients, please support the new Inspector General of Police. Because the desire that we have is that whoever who is doing business in Kenya, and you're a Kenyan, we owe you security and peace of mind. On the jobs issue, I need to say one thing. Waluke is not jobless. The COVID billionaires were not jobless. The thought behind killing someone has nothing to do with joblessness. The thought behind maiming someone and shooting them dead when you've carjacked them has nothing to do with joblessness. However, one of the things that we must remember is that the president is working day and night. The president fought traditional forces to ensure that he transfers national wealth to the majority who are poor. So what do we need? We owe him a good working environment.
But you're dismissing the argument that the economic situation that Kenyans are facing partly might be
a contributor, but cannot be a motivator for you to kill Zainab.
Right.
You understand?
No, and I'm not talking to you about that. I'm talking about the people who outside nation center will put a knife on your neck and say, give me your phone, give me your pass.
Zainab, again I remind you, just because you're jobless, you don't have to be a killer. And because crime, even white-collar crime, which is worse, which drives majority of Kenyans into poverty, is done by professors and people who are employed. We are saying that each one of us owes each other the peace of mind, and we owe each other ethics. If you don't behave well, you violate my rights.
All right.
If I don't behave well, I violate your rights. This is what we are saying.
All right.
We are saying that because we have gone through so much as a nation, because this nation cannot even feed itself, Zainab, we cannot introduce another risk because all of us are going to be unstable. We're asking the new Inspector General of Police that we know that he's one of the best and he went through a process. We want to support him as Kenyans. And we want to support the president because we also know that he's the best. All of us Kenyans, we want a stable nation.
Quick final word on